So the film begins in ancient times in a city called Prague. A voiceover tells us that when people were dying from diseases and plagues in Europe and the problems were not reducing, the Jews decided to do Kabbalah. This was their ritual in which they called a protector to get them out of their problems. That we are shown a scene of a synagogue at night, where the Jews prayed. At this time, there were mutilated bodies lying everywhere. When the Rebbe, that is, the Jewish leader, goes inside the synagogue through the stairs and looks at the dead bodies, he sees Golam standing in the darkness. The creature whom they had called for their protection by doing the ritual. Due to the ritual going wrong, this Golam caused more destruction and killed all the people present in the synagogue who were a part of that ritual. Rabbi, scared, tries to talk to Golam, and in the meantime a small girl comes inside the synagogue with a weapon in her hand to kill Golam. The rabbi warns the girl to leave from here. But the girl kept moving forward without fear. We were shown from outside the window of the synagogue that Golam also killed the rabbi in a very bad way. And the scene got cut from here without showing what happened next. Now we are shown a Jewish village in 1673 where we meet Hannah, who is the male character of this movie. It is revealed that Hannah had lost her son 7 years ago. She has not yet come out of the grief of which. She has not had a baby again till now because she used to take medicines to avoid pregnancy secretly from everyone. Not because she did not want a child, but because she felt that if she had a child now, he would also die, and she could not bear this pain again. Unaware of all these things, her husband Benjamin was still in the hope that someday their family would be complete. Hannah had put her mind more into other things than making a family. Like now, she had developed a passion for studying her religion. Although girls were not allowed inside the synagogue, Hannah used to hide in the chamber below the synagogue and listen to and memorize all the words of the rabbi. Hannah also wanted to know about Kabbalah, about which everyone had stopped talking for centuries. Since Hannah's husband Benjamin was the son of a rabbi, he used to steal books from the synagogue for his wife. He knew that Hannah wanted to study about their religion, and he was supporting her so that Hannah could come out of the grief of her son. But both of them knew that Hannah reads about all these things. No one should know about this, or else there will be a big problem. One day Hannah is inside Sunny Cock. Then Benjamin's dad stops Benjamin and says, "That friend, it has been 7 years since your son left. You should move on. If your family is not complete with Hannah, then you should marry someone else." Hearing this, Benjamin tells him that I will wait for my family to be complete. But I will not leave Hannah because I love her. And hearing this, Hannah feels proud of Benjamin. Well, the next day it is shown that on Hannah's request Benjamin stole a special kind of book for her in which everything was written about Kabbalah. It was written about that ritual with the help of which these people used to call a protector. Benjamin also warns him that this can be very dangerous. I have also heard that Kabbalah can take lives of people, and whoever does Kabbalah has to put his life at stake. Benjamin's words also do not affect him because he had decided what he had to do. The next day we see Hina with her sister. Her sister was getting married soon. So both of them came to the lake to enjoy their old memories. They are talking. Then they notice that a man from Saad's village is keeping a strange eye on them. Seeing this, both of them get scared and return to their village. It is revealed that the man was from a Christian village where people were dying due to an epidemic. This epidemic had spread to all the nearby villages except Hina's village, and everyone was suffering from this thing. Well, now some days pass and the day comes when Hina's sister was getting married. All the villagers were celebrating, and at the same time some unknown people come to their village. These were the people of the same Christian village where the plague had spread. Their leader comes here and places his sick daughter on the table here and blames all these people, that you people practice black magic due to which you are still safe from the plague. He also tells them that who knows that the plague has spread all over the world due to your black magic. It seems clear that this is because only your village is safe from this plague. Robbie does not get angry at his words and calmly comes forward and says that it is not our fault. The villages in which the plague is spreading are very closely connected to each other, and the people of those villages also keep meeting each other. Due to this, the plague is spreading there. Whereas our village is very isolated from all the other villages and we do not meet anyone much. That is why we are still safe from the plague. But this man had not come here to listen to any justification from them. He only wanted that whatever they have done should be done to his daughter also, so that his daughter's life is saved. Here he kills a man from the village without warning anyone and threatens them that if my daughter does not get well in some time, I will kill all the villagers. Hearing this, a wave of fear runs through all the people. The girl who is getting married gets angry and tells these people to get out of this village. Nothing will happen here. And now one of those Christian men kicks him hard on his stomach and another girl pushes him back. And then one of these people, a woman named Abigail, comes out and tells this man that I will treat your daughter. The Christian leader agrees and tells her that I will allow you to do this only on one condition, that you will promise me that no member of your village will leave the village until my daughter gets well. If my daughter gets well, I will leave all of you, and if she dies, I will kill all of you. After some time, we are shown that all the men of this place gather inside the synagogue and all the women are standing outside the synagogue in worry, waiting for the decision of the rabbi. They wanted to know what solution the rabbi will find in this problem. The rabbi tells everyone that this problem is a test from God and the answer to it is not in fighting. Everyone was agreeing with the rabbi's words. But not Hannah. Hannah comes inside the synagogue and tells the rabbi that you are absolutely wrong. They have threatened us. They are threatening to kill us. So will we die? On the contrary, we will fight them, and we need to fight. It is not necessary that we fight this battle with weapons only. We can also use our powers to defeat them. Like it was done in the past. She tells all of them that we can say Kabbalah to call Golam. That is, to call the same creature who will protect all of them. With so much confidence she was talking. Everyone here was looking at her with surprise, and Benjamin even asks her to keep quiet. But Hannah does not keep quiet at all. Hannah tells everyone that all this has gone beyond us now and we need to take action on this. Many people present here still did not know about Golam. So Hannah tells everyone that Golam is a creature made of clay. A doll that we make ourselves and then fill it with life with our prayers. In earlier times, they were made during wars. Golam not only saved the lives of Jewish people in wars, but Golam was also made in every kind of difficulty and plague, and Golam used to save innocent people. By taking all their problems on himself. Golam is a powerful and very loyal creature. But I also believe that he is a bit dangerous too. It is very difficult to make it and breathe life into it. If the person who makes it loses control over himself, then Golam starts harming his own people. And we have seen this before as well. Those people had also made Golam, but due to a mistake in the ritual, Golam killed his own Jewish people. Now here, not many people knew about Golam. So who would have made Golam? Here Hannah says that I will make the Golam, I will take all the risks myself. Hearing this, everyone is shocked, and the rabbi asks her that how did you come to know about these things, how do you know such a deep Jewish religion? I agree that you will make Golam with your intelligence, but who will breathe life into it? Hannah confidently says that I will do this work myself. The rabbi says to Hannah that you could not give a child to my son and you think that you will breathe life into Golam. Hearing this, Benjamin also breaks down. He was insulted in front of the whole village, so in anger, he takes Hannah and comes out of the synagogue. Anyway, it becomes night and it is shown that someone calls Hannah in an emergency and takes her away. It is revealed that Hannah's sister was already pregnant, and due to the kicking of the Christian man, her baby had died in her womb and she needed to go out of the village for treatment. But due to the threat of the Christian leader, no one was ready to take her out. Seeing everyone's fear and her sister's health, Hannah makes up her mind that she will make Golam. She goes inside the synagogue and brings all the ritual books from there. Taking some mantras and things from those books, she writes on a page and makes a scroll of it. After this, going to the forest, she makes a doll with clay with her own hands, after which she makes some Jewish symbols on its head and starts doing her ritual. Here, she puts the scroll she had made in place of the lips of the doll she had made. After making the effigy and putting this scroll, she made a Jew symbol around the effigy she made and set it on fire. After which she started reciting some mantras and finally she fainted while reciting these mantras. She regained consciousness the next morning. At once she could not remember why she was here. Then all the things started coming to her mind, she saw everything here but nothing had changed here. Nothing had changed here, and the effigy she made had not even come to life. That is, her ritual was not complete. Seeing this, she becomes angry and comes home and takes the bath, and while taking a bath, she hears strange sounds from her house, about which she is unable to understand anything, so she comes to the room and hear a very strange scene was going on. Benjamin, that is, her husband, had got the medicine which she was taking to prevent pregnancy. Seeing this, Benjamin understands that Hannah, for whom he used to fight with the whole village and even his dad, was cheating on him. Realizing this, he leaves the house without saying anything to her. Here in the house, Hannah starts hearing strange sounds again. She checked the whole house. There was nothing in the house. That is why she went to check in the forest. There she sees a child covered in mud. This child was holding the same doll which she had made for her son 7 years ago. She was surprised to see this. She thought that the person who had returned her son was there. Surprised, she started looking here and there, and as soon as she turned back again, the child was missing from there. Confused, she goes to the place where she had made a doll to make Golam. She saw that the doll made of mud was missing from there. Before she could do anything here, the people of the Christian village leader who was with her catch her here. They felt that Hannah was trying to run away from here. For this crime, they try to hang her. And before she dies, someone attacks the people who hanged her. Hanging from the tree, Hannah falls down, and when she sees the people who attacked her, the condition of her body was very bad. Her body was torn into pieces. Hannah could not understand who saved her and who killed all of them. While she was thinking about this, the same child filled with mud comes close to her and touches her head. She gets scared after seeing this child and wonders how this child had so much strength. But then she realizes that this child is the same Golam that she herself has created. She understands that her ritual was successful and she has finally given life to the doll she has created. Thinking all this, she quickly hugs this child and then brings him to hide in her board. At that time, Hannah was busy in her mission. All the men of the village were busy praying to God inside the army because they felt that God himself would come down from above to save them. While praying, Hannah's sister's husband gets angry and finds a dagger inside the army, which he picks up and tells Benjamin that he is not going to stop now. I will take revenge from those people, even for my child. Benjamin explains to him that don't do this. Your small mistake can put the lives of our entire village in danger. Anyway, it becomes night and we are shown that Hannah brought Golam to her house today. She bathes him with her own hands and dresses him in her son's clothes. She was seeing her son in this Golam made by her. Hannah started to have an emotional connection with Golam. Hannah started to consider him as her son. At the time when she was preparing Golam, at the same time Abigail, that old woman, came to her house who had her eyes on Golam. Abel falls in love with Hannah and asks her about Golam. Hannah does not lie and tells her that she has created Golam by performing rituals. Hearing this, Abigail is left breathless in fear, and in a light and disturbed voice she tells Hannah that this is not a protected person. This is a monster without a heart, without a soul. A monster who will eat and kill us all. Bringing this into the world is just like you have made a deal with the devil. Abel explains to her that you should kill this as soon as possible. We do not need this. We will solve our problems ourselves. But Hannah refuses to do this because Hannah thought that Golam will help them. He will cure the daughter of the Christian village leader, and after that the leader will spare the lives of all the villagers. Otherwise she knows that the Christian leader will kill all the villagers. As soon as Abigail realizes that Hannah will not listen to her and will not stop her activities, she decides to tell her the truth. She tells her an incident from her childhood when her villagers had also created Golam. The Golam that was shown to us as a monster in the beginning of the movie was actually created by Abigail's villagers, and the girl that was shown to us at that time was Abigail herself, who ultimately killed that Golam by risking her own life. But she tells Hannah that by the time I killed him it was too late. Golam had killed all my villagers, even our rabbi, all that was shown in the beginning of the movie. Actually all that was Apple's past. She knew the whole truth about Golam. That is why she was telling Hannah this time. The people here did not know anything about Golam as much as Abigail knew. In her childhood, when all her villagers died, she came to this village. Abigail now pleads with Hannah. As soon as Golam accepts all your words, then you yourself should kill him. Before he kills us all. She also tells him here that he will not die like a normal human being. You yourself will have to take the scroll from his mouth into your mouth. Only then will he die. To test Abigail's words, she picks up Golam and throws him in the water. To see whether Golam will die or not. But Golam does not die like any normal human being. Neither by drowning in water nor by getting stabbed. And this way she comes to know that whatever Abigail told her is true. The scene cuts and we are shown that when Hannah was returning home, she sees her husband Benjamin in her neighbor's house. Benjamin was laughing and talking to her, and at this time Hannah was feeling very jealous. At this time, the anger that Hannah was feeling was inside her. We see that Golam is feeling the same things. And here Hannah realizes that Golam is completely linked to her. It is as if some part of her soul has come inside Golam. Here Hannah goes to her house and angrily picks up a knife and thinks of killing Benjamin with it, but as soon as she looks at Golam, she gives up her intention because she was seeing her son in Golam, and at this time she did not want to kill her son's father. She felt that now she has found her son in the form of Golam, that is why she does not need anyone. Not even Benjamin. She gets busy with her son. She sews new clothes for him. And while doing this, when a needle pricks her hand, Golam feels the dirt along with Hannah. And here we get the confirmation that Golam and Hannah are not only emotionally but also physically connected to each other. These people go to sleep, and in the morning Hannah wakes up to some noise. She goes outside and sees that the neighbor with whom Benjamin was talking at night was murdered by someone, and that too in a very bad way. She understands that the person who did this is none other than Golam. But the villagers thought that the person who did this must be the leader of the Christian village, and this change has now incited anger in the villagers. Benjamin was also not going to remain silent now. All of them together decide to fight that leader. As soon as these people arrive, the fight begins in front of the villagers. These people did not have many weapons. So these people could not stand in front of the Christians for long. The Christian leader first killed Hannah's sister's husband, and now he was about to kill Benjamin, that is, Hannah's husband, when Golam arrives here. The man who was holding Benjamin. Golam separates his head from his body, and seeing this everyone gets scared. Benjamin also gets scared of this small man. The Christian leader is surprised to see the child and how he killed his enemy so bravely. But seeing this, the Christian leader gets even more angry and attacks the same child with his gun. The bullet hits Golam, but he does not die because he is not a normal human being, and Hannah also feels the pain of this bullet in her chest. The Christian leader was surprised how that child was alive. Before he could do anything else, the Christian leader's daughter arrives here, whose health had improved a lot. Seeing this, Hannah came out and told the Christian leader, "Look, your daughter is getting better. You take her and go from here quietly as per your promise." The Christian leader also leaves from here with his daughter without saying anything, and a wave of happiness runs among all the villagers. All the villagers were now feeling themselves protected and safe. All this had happened because of Golam. That is why everyone considered Golam as their hero. Night falls, and now Benjamin also comes to Hannah. He apologizes to Hannah for his actions. Hannah also forgives him. But on the other hand, we see that Golam is not able to generate the emotion to forgive Benjamin. Benjamin and Hannah start coming closer to each other. So here Golam forcefully stamps a sharp object on his foot. Hannah also feels the pain, and Hannah moves away from Benjamin, and Benjamin gets confused seeing Hannah's attitude. He thought that Hannah is still angry with him. That is why, to convince Hannah, he starts playing a melody. Hearing the melody, the creature's mood also becomes good, and Hannah and Benjamin are also able to feel their attachment to each other after a long time. These people go to sleep, and after midnight we are shown that Apple secretly enters their house because she had to kill Golam because the danger from their village had been averted, so she did not think that now it was right for Golam to stay alive. Before she could kill Golam, Golam killed him without any mercy. When Benjamin woke up in the morning, He was very scared to see this scene, and he also realized why people did not talk about Kabbalah now, because the golem that was created by the Kabbalah ritual did not only protect people but also harmed them. He understood that now this golem will kill him too. He himself thinks of running away from home. At the same time, he also asks Hannah to run away from home. But Hannah did not want to leave Golam alone at home and run away. Hearing this decision of Hannah, he gets even more scared and runs away and tells all this to his dad, who is a rabbi. He also realized that now it is necessary for Golam to die, or else many more troubles will come to the village. That is why these people decide to do a ritual through which Golam will be killed. But doing this was not so easy. To perform the ritual that killed Golam, it was necessary for Golam to come inside the Sannik. Benjamin, risking his life, engages Golam in conversation and plays a melody and brings him inside the Sannik, where his dad had already prepared all the rituals. As soon as Golam comes inside, all these people seal all the doors and windows of the Sannik and start their ritual. Golam was in a lot of pain due to the ritual, and Hannah at home was also able to feel the same pain. She herself was unable to bear this pain. That is why she decided that she would go to the Sannik and stop this ritual. But when she reached the Sannik, all the doors and windows were sealed, and even after playing the bell, no one listens to her. The scene cuts and we are shown the daughter of the Christian leader who falls seriously ill and dies as soon as she reaches her village. Seeing this, the leader gets very sad and angry because he felt that Hannah and the people of his village had betrayed him, and to take revenge for this betrayal, he leaves for their village with his entire army. As soon as they reach the village, these people set fire to all the houses at night and kill those people who they see outside the house by shooting them. There is a scene of devastation all around and people start dying. After killing everyone, the leader reaches Hannah as well, and as soon as he attacks Hannah for the first time, Golam also feels his pain, and to save Hannah, he comes out of the soldier's house mercilessly killing all the people inside. Everyone died here except Benjamin, who escaped from here very smartly. Golam also reached there in a short while, where the leader was about to kill Hannah completely, but before that Golam picked him up and threw him on the ground and brutally put his hand inside his chest and ripped out his heart, due to which he was killed on the spot. After killing him, Golam was now killing all his men with the gestures of his hand, and seeing this Hannah started getting upset. A lot of destruction had already happened here. Now she tries to make herself conscious and tries to understand that all this is happening because of her. In the midst of these thoughts of hers, Golam also comes to her and starts loving her, and before Hannah gets convinced by his words again, Benjamin calls out to her from a distance and tells her to stop. He is not our son. He is the reason for all this destruction. Hannah also finally understood. She started seeing her dead son in Golam. Now she understood that no one can replace her son. But somewhere she had also got attached to Golam. She loves Golam, and while loving him she takes out the scroll from his mouth which gave him life, and thus Golam turns into dust in her hands. His death shattered Hannah once again, and Benjamin comes to take care of her. In the post-credit scene of the movie, we see the same scroll with which Hannah had created Golam in the hands of a little girl whose mom, dad, and the whole family were killed by Golam. And the story ends here, showing just this little girl.